Welcome to week number 12. We're wrapping things up. In this video, I want to just kind of review the Capstone Assignment and talk a little bit about what's coming. We have 3 more weeks in the semester. We will meet this week. We've already met actually, and I forgot to record the video. So I started recording at the end, and you'll see that in just a minute. But I want to introduce what I'm about to say, and I'll be posting this on YouTube in our YouTube channel playlist. So here we go. This is me recording the kind of a review that I did at the end of our Zoom meeting today because I forgot to hit the record button. So thanks for watching the video. I'll see you next time. Because this is being recorded, and I am so sorry. It's now 10:30. For those of you who are here, you're welcome to leave because I'm going to spend a few minutes summarizing what I've already said so that I can put this on YouTube for the students who couldn't be here. So thank you very much, Dulcie. I'll have a great day. You do the same. And Vanessa, your question. So I'll answer all your questions, and then I'm going to do a quick review because I forgot to record. So I will be safe. Thank you. For the last week assignment, we add some investment. Do we need to keep it? That's a great question. You did that for the tax allocation. I would say probably you should delete that $150,000 that you were given as that was an exercise so that you could see the impact of tax allocation. So the answer to your question is that's a hypothetical that's not realistic. You're not going to inherit 150 grand just randomly. So I would delete those accounts for your capstone. Yes, thank you. You got it. Thank you. Let's see. So for class collaboration, this is a great question. I haven't even read it yet, but I'm sure. Is the grade posted on Blackboard finalized already, or will it change again at the end of the semester? Vanessa, thank you for asking that question. So that will change. There's a total of 200 points available for class participation. So yes, you will be evaluated at the end of the course after you finish your capstone. If you've done all your assignments and you did your capstone and you participated in GroupMe, you'll get all of those points. If you miss several assignments and I don't even really remember you, then you probably won't get all those points. Again, it's class participation, which means did you do all the assignments? Did you keep up? Did you participate? Did you collaborate? 200 points is what you get. But most of you have gone above and beyond, and so I wouldn't worry about that. So there, Carmen, you got that answer too. So I'm going to answer this question again. Michael asked the question, for the capstone, do we keep the hypothetical house, credit card, and loan, or do we delete those? And just now that I'm recording this, I want to say that you can do whatever you want. This is your plan. You can keep them or you can delete them. I would use them as placeholders for what you expect in the future, and that will give you a good forecast of your financial plan. But it's up to you. You won't be graded off for whether you keep them or not. New message. Thank you, Vanessa. Take care. Okay, so I'm going to keep looking for any new messages, but I don't see any now. So I'm going to assume that those of you who are still with me are just because you like me or you don't have anything better to do, because you really are welcome to be dismissed. I'm recording a quick review here now for the students who were not able to attend the Zoom meeting, and I forgot to hit record at the beginning. So I'm spending a few extra minutes rather, just to do a quick summary. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Well, before I stop sharing my screen, thank you, Carmen. Take care. Thank you, Erica. Take care. So I'm going to close out the chat now. Take care, George. So I want to say, just to remind everyone, now that I'm recording while I'm still sharing the screen, what I've done is gone into Money Study Group, and there's a new assignment, a new lesson posted for this capstone assignment. It's the same thing that's posted in Blackboard. I just wanted you to notice that there's some materials you'll want to look at, and you'll want to watch this video. You won't be able to complete the lesson until you watch the video. These materials represent basically what we did, what we're doing in the capstone assignment is I take your financial planning portal. I go in and I create a report. It's basically a comprehensive financial planning report, just like I would do for any other client who paid me to help them create a financial plan. We would have the final report that includes, the projections in your plan. So that's what I do. And that's what I did for your assignment review. The only thing is, this is from the summer, this report that you can download right here, the before and after, is a student's planning report that I created and I reviewed, and I said, here's some things I would change. I pretended I was doing the assignment, and then I showed an after report. So that's for your benefit. It's just a resource. You want to look at those. And then I also created a PDF file in case you want to download the instructions, the same instructions that are in the lesson in money study group, the same exact word for word instructions that you will find in Blackboard. So the instructions are pretty clear. I know that's true because we use this the same set of instructions for last semester, and the students did fantastic, and I know you will too. So just wanted to do a quick overview of the capstone assignment and let you know that this assignment has been posted in Blackboard. It's got a 3-week due date, so you don't have to get in a hurry. However, when you do complete your capstone assignment, it will be graded, and that will put you in the queue, the list, for me to go ahead and wrap things up on your grade. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner I'll wrap up your grade. I'd rather do them in bunches instead of all at one time. So those of you who are always getting your assignments in early, I appreciate that. And this is an opportunity for you to do that. My goal is and has been what I said in the beginning of the semester, that if you do the work, there's a lot of homework in this course, but if you do the work throughout the course, when we get to the end, you'll have more time to focus on those courses where you have a final exam and where you really need more time and energy because there is a final exam. We don't have a final exam. Instead, we have the capstone assignment. It's your opportunity to go through your plan and go through each of the data cards in your financial planning portal and make tweaks as necessary. And then just give me a brief narrative, a brief explanation, brief description of what it is, what you did, if you changed it, why you changed it. You don't have to do a lot here. This is not a difficult assignment. It's really just an opportunity to go through your planning portal, through each of the data cards, and summarize what's in your plan, why you put it in your plan, and tell me what you learned. Like, for example, we talked about asset allocation. I'd like to know that you understand the difference between a large cap and a small cap, and why you set up the asset allocation that you set up in your plan. Another thing I'd be looking for always is how realistic are your expenses. You had to go through in the beginning and create kind of a list, a budget, if you will, of what are your living expenses before retirement, because that makes a huge difference in your plan. So you've got expenses and you've got income, and you had to come up with those numbers. So as you do the capstone, just take another look at those sets of numbers and make sure that they make sense to you, because if they don't make sense to you, they're not going to make sense to me. And that's where you'll get marked down, is if some of the numbers just don't make any sense. So spend a little time, tweaking your plan, and then grab a screenshot and just tell me, what did you do? Why did you do it? And what did you learn in the process in each of those areas? And again, those instructions are spelled out in the Blackboard assignment. So you've got expenses, you've got saving, you've got investing, you've got your income. Again, that was an area where you were asked to do a little research to identify what's a reasonable income that you can expect in your area and your major when you graduate, and make that assumption that you got that job and that's going to be your income. Now, a question came up. I want to remind everyone that you included a house and a car and a credit card bill, and that was for a specific assignment, Credit Crush, so that you could learn how to apply some debt payment strategies. So the question was, do we keep those fake things in your plan? And I'll just say, you won't be graded down whether you keep them or not. You may want to keep them as a placeholder to say, you know what, I am going to buy a house when I get that job. I am going to buy a car. And I think this is probably what my credit card, balance might be. Just use your own good judgment and create the plan that you think represents your future self, so that you have some projections that make sense. It's a plan. And so all of those things that we added are, for you to decide whether or not they make sense in your plan. Now, the $150,000 that we added so that you could set up 3 different accounts, a taxable account, a tax deferred IRA or 401k, and a tax-free Roth IRA, those 3 accounts should probably be deleted. That $150,000 that just showed up in your plan, that's not realistic. That was for a specific assignment that was designed to show you how tax allocation can impact your plan. So I would remove those. Not saying I'll deduct if you don't, but I would remove those. So I'm going to stop sharing now. Everything that is in Money Study Group is there. There is a video. Click on the video and you should be good to go. I'm looking. So I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, you're welcome to shoot me a message and I'll answer it. GroupMe is fine too. So ask your question in GroupMe. If I'm not available, someone else will answer that question, I'm sure. So good luck on the Capstone assignment. You have 3 weeks to complete it. Over the next 3 weeks, we will have a different format. So next week I'll be camping, and internet is sometimes a little iffy. So I will probably come in the office with a pre-recorded video that I will post for our Zoom meeting. So don't worry about being at the Zoom meeting, but you will hear from me next week. And what you will hear from me is, as students are completing the Capstone assignment, I'll be reviewing them, I'll be grading them, and I'll be making a list of issues and topics and things that I think maybe we need to focus a little bit more on. So you'll get a few more doses of insights from me around the Capstone assignment as we move forward. So that's what will be coming. I will post videos in YouTube, and I'll also post announcements in Blackboard when I do that from here on out. We will, the last week, we have 3 more weeks. So next week, I will be camping, but I'll post something. We'll meet as normal the following week. And typically that last week, most students have already received their A, but I'm still going to be available. But typically we have a pizza party, which we're not going to do this semester. And so usually we take a vote, and students who have already got their grade, we say goodbye and wish them the best. And the students who still need a little coaching or help, I'm available to work with you then. But most of you have already really come close to receiving your full 950 points. Finally, your class participation, if you missed this kind of announcement, There are still some points outstanding that I will be reviewing as your capstone assignment comes in. It puts you in the queue, puts you on my list. I start to wrap things up. I do a deeper dive into the assignments you completed or the assignments that you missed, how much participation through GroupMe and other ways, and just an overall general assessment of your class collaboration. Most of you will receive the full 200 points. If you did all of your assignments, that's very certain you'll get the full 200. If you missed assignments, if you had something happen that required you to kind of be absent for a while, that will show up, and that will show up in your class collaboration points. So I wouldn't worry about that too much. 950 points is the magic number. So this assignment, the capstone assignment, is worth 200 points. So get it done. It shouldn't be a difficult assignment. It really should be a relatively easy assignment at this point. Don't spend a ton of time. I'm not asking you to spend a ton of time. I am asking you to go through the instructions, take a snapshot, screenshot of each of those cards, tell me what you did, why you did it, and what you learned around that topic. So hope that helps. Hope that's I wish you the best. Again, it's not a difficult assignment. It's a lot of information, but it's basically cumulative over the semester. So it'll be a good summary for you to take with you as we wrap things up in personal finance. So it's been a pleasure working with you. I'll see you again. But this is the final assignment. And so we're rapidly coming to the end of the semester. So thanks for watching my video. I'll see you next time. Take care.